We are here outside the Broadway Theater with the woman who helps keep Daisy looking fabulous all show long, her dresser, Kim. Kim, what is it like working with these beautiful, period, Tony Award-winning costumes for the musical The Great Gatsby?
I feel so incredibly lucky. Our costume designer, Linda Cho, did an amazing job with these costumes. They're beaded, they're gorgeous, they're dancing so hard in them that the beads go flying off some nights, almost every night. But everyone just looks stunning. It's just a huge spectacle, and I feel so incredibly lucky to get to work with it every single day.
Now, these costumes in particular, I mean, they are glamorous. It is the glitz and glamour of the 20s in every possible way. What kind of difficulties come with that?
I think just maintaining them for 8 shows a week. So like just for a photo shoot, I mean, she has 2 white dresses, which is like the biggest nightmare I could ever think of. So for 8 shows, you know, there's like sweat, there's makeup that gets on it. So I'm making sure they're clean all the time. I know all the other dressers on Broadway have the same problem with anything white for 8 shows a week. And then just making sure they all stay clean and, you know, they're sweating. So we dry clean once a week. Yeah, and I think it's just really maintaining Linda's design and making sure it shows out for everyone and everyone gets the show for like the first time when they see it, even though we've been doing it for like 2 years.
How does one get into being a dresser on Broadway?
That's a great question. A lot of us wanted to be actors, I think, but a lot of us didn't. And there's so many different careers. So I wanted to be an actor, came here, went to like 2 auditions, was like, oh, never mind, we're not doing that. But I worked in my costume shop in college, and so I learned how to like build the costumes. And then from there, I worked at an amusement park. I worked at Cedar Point in Ohio. And then I came here and I just said yes to any job I could get my hands on. I worked all like off Broadway, downtown, and then just said yes, because along the line you meet a bunch of connections. Got in the union, worked my way up, and then I just started swinging. So just like people have subs that come in or people take over for work when they're sick, Broadway dressers have swings. So we come in, learn a track, and then you run that track when people need you or are sick. You get 3 days to learn it, which is crazy. And then you just come in and hope you remember it the next time they call you like a month later.
Someone you've got to work a lot with, obviously, Eva, came over from Hadestown. You opened the show with her. Now she's back. Just what is it like reunited?
It is so amazing, because when she left, I was like, I don't know if we're going to see each other again. And she went straight to cabaret and then went straight to London to do cabaret and Hadestown. And she's just been working nonstop. And then she told me when she's coming back a while ago, so I knew for a while. And I was so excited. I was like, no way, like, don't lie to me. Are you really coming back? And it's just so great, because like we just have a vibe and we like know what each other's thinking, and like we'll literally look at each other and say the same thing at the same time. And there's just no greater thing. And I feel so lucky. And the same went with my other girls, Aisha and Sarah Hyland. Like they were both so wonderful, and we created a cute bond, and I love them. They're amazing, and I felt so lucky to have such incredible leading ladies.
So The Great Gatsby, so many people love it. What is it you love about this show?
I think that the tale is just timeless. Always searching for the American dream, always searching for something that we can't ever seem to get, but we're still gonna keep going no matter what. We're always gonna push against the current, boast against the tide. My favorite thing is that it is also catharsis for us women. In the show, Daisy never really has a choice. Her last song, Little Fool, I think speaks to a lot of women. But it's also a huge spectacle. It's something to remember to like live life and keep going and keep pushing, even if you don't get there.
Now, Daisy might not have a choice, but she is lucky enough to have you. I know you have to get to work, but is it okay if these guys follow you around for a little bit?
Absolutely, let's go. Okay, so right now we're in the laundry room part of our wardrobe room in the basement of the Broadway Theater. And we have a laundry lady who comes in every morning and does the laundry from the night before. And then on double show days, they come in the morning and then in between the shows to flip over the laundry. Because all the undergarments that the actors are wearing need to be washed every night. They're not their personal clothes, they're the ones we provide for them. And then this is all of the laundry bins with all the clothes that us dressers pick up for the show every night for all the actors who will be in. Every day I have to get Eva's undergarments for the show every night, and our laundry lady puts them in the bags for us, and so they're ready to go. Lauren is here. She's one of our stitchers who come in. They come in every single day, and we put repairs on the rack at the end of the night, so they come in and fix anything that we need them to fix for us, and they're constantly beading. They're amazing. They fix everything, and we love them. We couldn't do the show without them. Okay, so after I get her laundry, I come up to her dressing room and set it out. This is Eva's dressing room. These are all of her costumes, all of her shoe changes that she has. And then beside you is all of the jewelry that she has for all of her costumes as well. Most of Daisy's changes happen up here in this room. In Act 1, she's only in 3 dresses in Act 1, and there's usually like 7 to 8 minutes in between those numbers. And then in Act 2, we have one quick change when she changes out of this debutante dress into her plaza dress. So Eva starts in the corset for the first number for this dress, and then we change her into this bralette for her second number. And then I put this here for her to start the show in, next to her tights and her Spanx that we'll put a mic in once the mics get passed out. She has a different shoe change for every costume that she has, but 9 outfits technically. And my favorite one, this is one of my favorite pieces, and it's on stage for like 2 seconds. It's a coat that gets put on her when she's leaving, and it's so stunning, and you only get to see it for like a quick second. But besides that, I love this opening dress because she has the chiffon cape that she twirls around. And it's the first time you see her, and she just comes out looking so stunning and fresh. And then she has this beautiful gown that she wears in La Di Da. And she just looks amazing in it, and she taps in it, and I just think it's perfect. And then she bows in this. This dress only gets a bow. It's stunning. It's so much beads. And she looks so great right next to Gatsby because he's wearing an all-white suit at the end. Okay, so now I'm stage left, and we are in this hallway where Daisy is gonna do her plaza change, and I'm gonna show you how I would set that up during the show. All right, so all of Daisy's things live here. Her makeup lives in this little pouch that her hair supervisor has for us. So I set this out for her so that she can just come off right away and use it. She has lip liner and chapstick, and she has a bracelet that I put here because I'm standing here for the change. So she looks at me and holds out her wrist so that I just grab it and put it on. And same with her necklace. Her necklace is magnetized so that it doesn't tangle. I like to put it like this on the bag so that it's ready for me to grab and to go. And then I would hang up her dress on this hanger. And I make sure the belt is all the way out so that when she steps through it, it doesn't get stuck. And I hang it facing me because I take it off the hanger and I hand it to her. So that way it's ready to go. And then this shawl goes over top of this, so it's the last thing I put on her. So I put it so the backside is on top of this hook right here. And that way when I hand it to her, she can stick her arms through it like this. Thanks so much, you guys, but I got a show to do.